This is a video from section 3.9. We are going to look at a related rate that involves a ladder. The top of a ladder slides down a vertical wall at a rate of 0.15 meters per second. At the moment when the bottom of the ladder is 3 meters away from the wall, it slides away from the wall at a rate of 0.2 meters per second. How long is the ladder? Okay, so notice here this, we can call this line in red the vertical wall, okay? And I'm going to let R equal the length of the ladder. I'm going to let X be the distance from the bottom of the ladder to the wall. So that's this piece right here. And I'm going to let Y equal the distance from the top of the ladder down the wall to the ground right here. And we have a right angle here between the wall and the ground. And notice how we have a right triangle. So we know that x squared plus y squared equals r squared. Now, notice that the ladder is sliding down the wall, right? So the distance between the top of the ladder and the ground is getting smaller, right? Because the ladder is sliding down. And so that tells me that dy dt is negative 0.15 meters per second. Now, as the distance between the ladder, the top of the ladder and the ground is getting smaller, the distance between the bottom of the ladder and the ground, like where the wall and the ground meet, notice that that is going this way, which means that that distance is getting bigger. X is getting bigger as Y is getting smaller. And so that tells me, we know dx dt is equal to 0.2 meters per second when X is 3 meters. So we're going to use that information to first solve for Y. We're ultimately wanting to find R, but we're going to need to solve for Y first in order to find R, if that makes sense. And so we're going to start with this equation, x squared plus y squared is equal to r squared. And we're going to differentiate both sides with respect to t. The length of the ladder is not changing, so that tells me r is constant. And remember, the derivative of a constant is 0, okay? So 2x dx dt plus 2y dy dt is equal to 0. But we know that dx dt is 0.2, x is equal to 3, and dy dt is negative 0.15. So I plug all that in. So I'm going to take 2 times 3 times 0.2 plus 2y, we don't know what y is yet, times negative 0.15, and I'm going to set that equal to 0. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 0.2 is 1.2. So 1.2 minus 0.3y is equal to 0. So notice I took 2 times 0.15, and I got 0.3. And so that tells me 0.3 is equal to 1.2. And that tells me y is 4. And I'm on the home stretch. So we know that r squared is equal to x squared plus y squared. So r squared is 3 squared plus 4 squared. So r squared is 9 plus 16. R squared is 25. And so r is 5. And if we write a sentence to conclude this, it tells me that the length of the ladder is 5 meters. And that'll conclude this video. For section 3.9, we did an example of a ladder problem. Okay, thank you.